Incorporating grazing animals into a farm system can help restore and maintain the land when the animals are properly managed. They help fertilize the soil and improve its ability to retain water and carbon. The grazing animals can be thought of as providing exercise for the land. When we exercise, we put our muscles under a certain amount of stress. When the stress is repeated in a strategic way and not overdone, we get stronger in the long run. Hi, and welcome to the show. The need for animals depends on the conditions in the environment. Each environment can be classified on a continuum from not brittle to very brittle, depending on how well humidity is distributed throughout the year and how quickly dead vegetation breaks down. In brittle environments, grass is the primary form of soil cover. It keeps the soil nourished and increases its ability to retain water. In the part of the year when growing slows or stops, grasses move their reserves into their roots. Much of the above-ground part of the plant dies off. Since these dead parts do not decompose rapidly, the plants are dependent on grazing animals to come through and remove the dead parts. When this does not happen, the dead parts prevent good access to the sun in the spring for photosynthesis, and over time the grasses die out since they cannot regrow. These plants have been over-rested. Thus, environments that are very brittle will deteriorate and desertify if not grazed by animals. A brittle environment is like an astronaut on the space station. Their muscles decay rapidly without the regular pressure exerted by gravity, and they have to work out a lot just to maintain them in good conditions for their return to Earth. Diversity in the grazing animals used is also important. Different animals prefer different plants, so a herd of just one animal may graze some plants and maintain them in good condition, while others are left alone. This can result in a mosaic of overgrazed and overrested plants in the same area. Animals that are chosen should be well adapted to the climate of the region so they will enjoy being outside all year, and the diversity in the animal species should reflect diversity in the types of plants that are available. Diversity in grazing animals exercise the land in different ways, just like a person should perform a variety of exercises to maintain all the muscle groups. Before the widespread domestication of grazing animals by people, they would roam across grasslands in large, dense herds which provided protection from predators. They would spend time in one area until either they were chased away by some predator or they fouled the land too much with their manure and urine. They would not return to the same area until well after their droppings had been washed into the ground by rain and decay. In so doing, they had two primary effects. The land was subject to occasional grazing, but then had time to regrow and recover. Every time the animals bit off the plants, this caused the deepest part of the plant's root systems to break off and nourish the soil. The deeper the roots grew before each grazing, the deeper the layers of fertile soil that were developed. The second effect is called animal impact. The heavy hoofed grazing animals would compact the soil, cause gashes and irregularities in the ground, and speed the breakdown of dead plant material into useful nutrients in the form of urine and manure. The gashes and irregularities allowed rain to soak into the ground more easily. It is important to distinguish between grazing and animal impact because you could have a situation in which low-density herds are being rotationally grazed so that plants are being maintained well, but low animal impact exposes soil between plants since the animals don't break up the ground enough or deposit sufficient urine and manure. Grazing animals are also helpful in maintaining areas around stream beds, which require heavy vegetation to maintain the integrity of the stream banks. Without good banks, the stream gradually erodes away the edges, making it very wide and shallow. This in turn makes it harder for fish to survive in the stream. Thus, integrating animals into a regenerative agricultural setting more quickly converts dead plant matter into a form that the land can more quickly use and improves the land's ability to retain water and carbon. The animals must be managed properly in order to achieve these goals, just like a gymnast has to properly manage what exercises they perform and when, in order to maximize. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button and consider subscribing. You can find me on Facebook. The link is in the description below.